Hello, and this is Squib, and welcome to the final Fright show of 2018. Don't worry, it's not the final show of the year. The final show will be next week. This is just the final Halloween show. So yeah, this week I'll talk about my visit to Warwick Castle, the Haunted Castle, and also wrap up Halloween 2018. I'll also do your favourites such as merchandise, guest amaze, and shout outs. Let's get into news. This week in news, I will review my visit to Warwick Castle, the Haunted Castle, one of my favourite events last year. What can beat Halloween than in an actual real life castle? The vlog isn't online yet, as the Legoland vlog will be coming before that one, but it will be online before the end of the week, so check it out when it does go online. So, go to Warwick Castle. I did quite a lot of attractions that are there anyway, such as the Horrible Histories, Get Lost in Time maze. I do love that, with the controversial removal of the Viking ship, now just to be a bunch of shields. That is quite sad, but luckily they haven't got rid of the maze. If they left that Viking ship in any longer, the maze would have had to become a rose garden, which would be horrible, and we'd lose an attraction at Warwick Castle. We also did the Time Tower. Do enjoy that attraction. What I don't get is Merlin can do some fantastic things at places like Warwick Castle and the dungeons. And then we also did our first Halloween attraction, the Haunted Hollows, the walkthrough up to the old entrance of Warwick Castle. Really did enjoy that. Not scary, but a lot of theming, webs, a lot of mazes in there. A couple of actors, about three. One as a pumpkin man, one as a goblin gargoyle thing, and then the other it's like a tree thing blending into the camo netting, which was quite good. That's what the Legoland one used to be, and that is far more superior now than what the Legoland one has become. And I do believe that's a lot better and a lot of theming. Quite a long attraction actually. No queues, just to take your photo out the front, which is a bit pointless, but it's Merlin, they'll take your photo at anything. Next we did the Castle Dungeon, which is there all year round. One of my favourite dungeons because it's in an actual real life castle. The shortest dungeon I've been in, but I do enjoy it. And the Witches of Warwick scene at the end is like, I think that is the scariest dungeon scene, with the lights going out, she's there. And the dungeons aren't necessarily scary. You do get some scary scenes like the Witches of Warwick and Jack the Ripper at the one in London, but then you get the funny scenes with jokes like the courtroom judge scene and the torturer scene, which really do enjoy them. Also to note, the Pageant Playground, which is the park there, is shut for redevelopment. It's gone off the map and the sign's been taken down, shut for redevelopment. Hopefully the park is not going to be sitting there like Loggers Leap, which was meant to go under redevelopment. It's been sitting there for 3 years doing nothing, and hopefully they can get the park done. Maybe they're going to totally redo the park to a new one. It is quite an old park, but it's good. It'll be good to see that attraction reopen for the families there in the main season. We did two scare attractions there. We did Seance and the House of Wax. Seance is a paid extra, £4.50 if you're a regular guest. But if you're an annual pass holder, you get it for free. You went in and it's more of an experience, not a maze. You went in and it's in the bottom left section of the big weekend section of the castle. The other side of the bottom's open. You queue just outside and you get led into the room with a couple of seats in a room where there's the waxworks, and you get your briefing about if it's too much, you can take your headphones off. Walked down the corridor and went into the room. Just a little light on in there, a lamp, and then a person with a torch directing you. You sat down the table and you put your headphones on. The only annoying thing was the headphones are really tight because they want to seal in no noise from the outside world, so you're immersed in this experience. And then the other thing was the table I had, where you put two tables together and there's the little gap. I had my hand on that for the whole thing and hit my leg on the table leg halfway through. So it goes, the lights start dimming out, it's pitch black for the whole thing with the headphones. It's an audio, no actors, even though the sign warns you for actors, there's no actors inside. And then someone coming in giving you a speech about that put your hands on the table in the headset saying that table is real, you believe. And then he went round and it felt like he was talking to people, asking their names, and went, do you believe? And they went, no. And he went, get onto the table, not real. And then after that you summon the dead, lots of rattling, the floorboards were creaking. And then the next you summon the spirit, and then he goes up to you and says, "I'm so sorry," and it's like breathing in your ear. It's a really nice effect, saying that it's chosen you, and then there's like a voice of a little girl going, "Let me in," and all that, and then the lights come on at the end. No actors. I thought when the lights come on there'd be all dead bodies on the table, but there weren't. It was just a room again, and the staff member came in with a torch to direct you out. But the other one, I did enjoy that attraction, but the other one we did, the House of Wax, it's free for any guest. Not enjoyable. The Doll's House, which was a scare maze last year at the event, which was in that same, it's been replaced by this one. It was so scary, and my favourite scare maze of last year, just because I'm not a real fan of dolls and they are quite scary, but an amazing maze, and the ending for the Doll's House was fantastic. But this, the House of Wax, it was about a wax, and if you could get turned into an exhibit. You went upstairs, nothing, and you went through about 4 actors in there. One of them was just the same guy coming out going, "The master's waiting." The other one was one who got off a bed. That wasn't necessarily scary. The other one was some waxworks and she came alive. And in the last scene, there was a guy painting some wax, and then the lights went out, and then you knew he was going to jump out at you. And then this woman, the strobe lights were a bit bad in there, and you could see the other actor come in, but it weren't enjoyable as the Doll's House. And I actually say it's my least favourite scare attraction of this year. That was a good day at White Castle. I did enjoy it. Just the House of the Wax was a bit of a letdown. And this year, I'm going to wrap up Halloween now by saying my worst scare attraction of this year. My worst scare attraction I did do this year was the House of Wax. Just to say, I'm not including Trick or Treat Wood because it's not a scare maze, and I can't judge that as it's not for my age group. It's mainly for younger kids, and I don't really count it as a scare maze. You don't get a couple of scares in there. So, yes, my least favourite attraction was the House of Wax. Not impressed. And then my top 3, so my third favourite maze this year was Walking Dead Living Nightmare at Thorpe Park, returning for this year. That was a big surprise that a returning maze would be my third favourite maze. My second favourite maze was Project 42, the brand new maze at Alton Towers Scarefest. Really did enjoy that maze. And my number 1 maze this year was Creepy Caves Unearthed at Chessington. It's not the scariest, it's just a story, the set design, and I could see why it won the best original concept maze last year. Hopefully it can win it again. It's an amazing maze, really in-depth story. Love the location in the old reptile house. Not the longest maze and not the shortest, it's a good length. Love the new ending for this year. Last year it had a bit of a weak ending which stopped it from being number 1, as it was number 2 last year. But it's good that it has a better ending this year, which made it go right up to the top. Let's get into merchandise. This week in merchandise, I will show you some White Castle merchandise I did pick up at the weekend. Next week, I will be showing you all my Halloween mugs that I did pick up. I want to do them in their own episode. Not this week. I want to show you my White Castle bits, and I'll show you the mugs for next week. So first we have the map. I really do like the White Castle maps. These maps have been getting smaller. A couple of years ago, they were small anyway, but these have got smaller, but it's not a bit annoying that it's not folded because you have to fold it and crumple it up to put in your bag, but it's good that they're doing maps. It's nice that some places probably wouldn't do a map, and then you've got all the Halloween attractions on there pointing out the park is not there, as you can see, as the park is closed to redevelopment. You've got all your show times, your sections for scares like Scaredy Squires, which is for everyone, with the Witch's Town and the Haunted Hollows. Then you have the Daring Dukes, which are for 10 years, where you've got the escape rooms and the House of Wax. Then you've got the Brave Knights, which is for 12 plus years, where you've got Outbreak 1369, Seance and the Castle Dungeon. And then I've got a pop badge here for the Haunted Castle, a shield-shaped one, as White Castle do like doing their shield-shaped pop badges, as all of them except the original White Castle pop badges were circular. They've now gone for this shield shape. The Haunted Castle there with the castle at night. Really do like this pop badge, and I think that what makes the white ones special is that shield shape. It makes them very unique. I remember when Legoland did do the triangular shapes a couple of years ago, I mean a pentagon shape, and they made them unique for the 20th birthday, but sadly they've gone back to the original circle ones. So, but white, they're not going to go back. Also, I've got a White Castle pin. I barely pick up White Castle pins, and they've gone for that new Merlin design where you've got the felt there and you've got the attraction at the top, and it says the Haunted Castle 2018 with the year on it. And last year we didn't get a pin for that. All we got was the pins like a night and all that. And they also do a pin starter set there now, which is very good that they're bringing the pin collection, not from the 3 major theme parks, and obviously not on Legoland, but to the other smaller attractions as well. Let's get into Guess the Maze. This week in Guess the Maze, I will reveal last week's Guess the Maze that was Creepy Caves Unearthed at Chessington World of Adventures, which is a great scare attraction and my #1 scare maze of this year. If you haven't, it's on to the 4th of November. Go to Chessington, check out the maze, it's worth the pay and it's a really good attraction. If you did get that maze right, you will get a shout out in this week's shout out section of the show. This week's Guess the Maze is a scare maze. This will be the last one of 2018. It originally opened in 2015 and was located in multiple marquees and had an outdoor section, but it wasn't very good. But for 2016 it was moved into a single marquee and was relocated. That maze was great that year, and for 2017 had a multi-route section. And for 2018 it hasn't returned, but it's had a scare zone based on it. If you know what that scare maze is, put it down in the comments down below and you'll get a shout out in next week's shout out section of the show. Let's get into shout outs. Let's get straight into the shout outs. First we have the Guess the Maze correct answers from Molly Wiltshire, well done, Nasha Vlogs, well done, Avalanche Attractions UK, well done, and Theme Park Magic, well done. Next we have some YouTube comments from Nacho Bob, Dan, Coaster On Rider, A Very Polite Cat, Digital Dan and Tokyo 2. Thank you for commenting. Next we have the Twitter likes and retweets from Avalanche Attractions Spook, JK, Theme Park Worldwide, Thrill Rides Photography, William and Karen Demir. Thank you for liking and retweeting on Twitter. That's it for this week's episode of the show. Don't forget to check out the Halloween vlogs that have now gone online. 2 more to come, the Legoland Winter Resort vlog and the White Castle, the Haunted Castle vlog. So check them out when they do go online, and I hope you all have a great Halloween, as Halloween is tomorrow. And also don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook and Twitter. And that's it for this week's episode. I'll see you in the final episode next week. Bye.